So when I first started working with Chad, I actually, even though I owned a company, I actually worked for the government at the time, and I was just trying to build the confidence to retire from that W-2 job. So I started consulting with Chad. Chad started coaching me a little bit through that, and he gave me the confidence and looked at my numbers, looked at the business, how well we were doing, how well we were performing, and just kind of projected numbers into the future and gave me the confidence that it was okay to go ahead and retire. Chad, once he was well known within the industry. I had talked to one other person that he was doing some coaching for and saw just how much he had done for his business, how much he improved his business, and felt like that, Chad would be an asset to continue to grow my business and help me with the challenges that I faced.
All right.
Yeah, so it was almost like getting fed from a fire hose. There was so much information that Chad brought to the table, so many things that I knew needed to be implemented. So it was a lot, because there was a lot that I knew I was missing that needed to happen. So he brought, So he brought an awful lot to the table. So initially I was overwhelmed because of all the information that he brought that I needed to implement. I mean, I'd have to say that I've gotten so much more than I ever expected. It wasn't one thing. I mean, it's really been much more than what I ever anticipated it being. So we've made our process stronger. We've become more structured in our operations, and all this has actually resulted just in an increase in our bottom line. We've made more money.
Anything?
Yeah, so there definitely was able to cut some of the waste from our operations. He identified some waste that we had, as well as some of the systems that we incorporated and that he helped me implement. We've seen an increase in revenue year over year, about 30%. Immediately. I mean, the first week that we really delved deep into the business, we picked out the top 3 things I needed to work on. There was a lot that I needed to work on, but we picked the top 3, began immediately implementing those strategies, and right after implementing those strategies, we began immediately seeing results from that. Confidence. I mean, he's given me confidence to continue driving forward. He's given me confidence to continue to grow, and just become a better company for myself, for my family, and the employees. So working with Chad's definitely given me much more confidence to continue to grow the company. So one of the big things that we were working on was the culture of the company, and Chad was a huge influence in that. And since then, it's brought the company, definitely brought the company to a more family-oriented type company. And with that, we just continue to grow. So again, Chad has given me a lot of confidence in my ability to lead the company and in my ability to grow the company. Sometimes it's just being able to have somebody to talk to about problems. Chad's always open for those conversations, whether it's during a regular coaching session or maybe it's sometime during the afternoon. He always takes my calls, always takes my text messages and responds to them. But it's just helped me continue to grow as a leader, and of course has helped the company continue to grow. Chad's been real instrumental in our hiring process, and I've just brought on a couple of really good inspectors that I was able to find through his coaching and able to identify, their skills, their talents to bring them on, and I believe they have that talent and skill to be able to really perform at a high level. Continue to grow. Chad's going to continue to be a huge part of our growth strategy, and we will continue to just execute and implement as we continue to grow. And at some point, we do have an exit strategy, whether it's selling the business or passing the business on to my children. So I believe that continuing, with Chad and my coaching endeavors will, I'll continue to see the increase in revenue. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is increasing revenue, increasing that bottom dollar, being able to do more for my family and for my employees. And Chad's a huge part of that. Don't hesitate. It took me a little while to finally push the button to start being coached by Chad. But I would say, don't hesitate. You may see it as an expense, but I see it as an investment. I've seen so much return on that investment since I brought Chad on with coaching with my company. So I would say just, don't hesitate. You'll know immediately after that first coaching session that you made the right decision to sign on with Chad and have him help you with your business. Okay. My name's Daniel Gainey. I'm the owner of Advanced Chimney Sweep, and we're currently in our 21st year of business.